Speaker, and I've listened intently to the last few speakers and tried a couple times to get up for all sides. But, Mr. Speaker, I appreciate you recognizing me and allowing me to speak. And I know I've got a short period of time to ask this question. The government would like, the Liberals would like us to believe that this is a plan for a future, that this is a plan for our youth. And we heard earlier that the House Leader said that indeed the youth are our leaders of tomorrow. Well, Mr. Speaker, what the Liberals are doing is that they're taxing our youth. They're putting high debt on the backs of our youth that will be our future leaders. And honestly, Mr. Speaker, a future of high debt, high taxes, no jobs, does nothing and does not sound like a bright future for me. And I also want to comment, the honourable colleague, honourable parliamentary secretary said Canadians are questioning the tax, the government's tax program. Well, no, the Canadians are questioning the integrity of our government because you've told us one thing, you've done another thing, and then now you're closing debate. You are not allowing, or sorry, Mr. Speaker, the government is allowing or closing debate, not allowing the 338 members of Parliament that were elected to be the voices of Canadians from coast to coast to coast to coast to have a voice. This is not their money that they're spending. This is not the government's money. It's Canadians' money. And they want to trump about the transformational infrastructure spending that they are doing. It is less than 7% of the overall debt that they're projecting. Mr. Speaker, I ask through you to the honourable colleague, limiting debate, forcing closure, is that truly open and transparent?
The honourable parliamentary secretary.
Mr. Speaker, I appreciate the question from the member because it allows me to explain the process. There's people looking at home on this debate. What we're saying is that we want to send this bill to committee so that the member can be heard, so that his constituent can be heard, because we want to listen to Canadians. That's being transparent. That's being open. We want to listen. We're just sending the bill to committee. It's going to come back to this chamber at third reading. But let me be more precise, because members have been talking in general. But let me tell you what this is going to do. So I'm sure the member has people in his riding which will benefit from the improvement in employment insurance. So let me tell you what this bill is doing, Mr. Speaker. This is going to change the eligibility rules, which will make it easier for new workers and those re-entering the workforce to claim benefits. Now, if I look at veterans, and I'm sure that the member has veterans in his riding, so what is this bill going to do? This is going to help Canada's veterans will receive more local, in-person government services, as well as better access to case managers. Then if I look at fairness, Mr. Speaker, because I'm sure his constituents are very concerned about tax fairness, what is this bill going to do? The government will invest in effective administration and enforcement of tax law and will propose action to improve the integrity of the Canada tax system. This is what we're talking about, Mr. Speaker. Those are the measures that are going to help people in my riding. They're going to help people in this riding. They're going to help Canadians. That's what Canadians voted for. That's what we're delivering.